Squeaky. Hi, today we're going to talk about the difference between a real estate agent who is a salesman and a real estate agent who is your confidant, who is your ally in this process. So as always, if you like what you see, please subscribe to my channel and leave a comment. Let me know some of your thoughts. The goal of this video is to make sure that you know that there are different types of real estate agents out there and you need to pick the one that best suits you. Hi, Chris Bradford here to give you real estate tips, tricks, and secrets. Today we're talking about a real estate agent who's a salesman and a real estate agent who's your ally. Have you ever been out looking at homes with a real estate agent and you just feel like every house they are trying to talk you into it, or they're not really listening to what you're saying and trying to push you towards making a decision that maybe you don't really want to make? I'm here to tell you that not all agents are like that, and the good ones definitely are actively trying to represent you and everything that's in your best interest. One of the things to pay attention to when you're interviewing agents is, are they listening? Are they an empathetic listener? Do they actually write down what you're saying? Do they ask you questions that lead to other questions? Do they really seem to be interested in the dreams that you have, the goals you have, the things that you want to achieve in your life? Well, these are things that a good agent really should be listening for. And the only way they can do that is if they practice empathetic listening. And all empathetic listening is listening to the other person and trying to feel what they feel. You should be working with an agent who really wants to help you out and is not necessarily worried so much about what happens to them as an agent, but what happens to you as a client. Another thing to easily look out for is, does your agent seem to be pushy? Do they seem to show you a house and immediately try and talk you into loving that house and wanting to write an offer on it? Or do they stand back, let you take it all in, and listen to what you're saying and try and react to some of the questions that you may have? Most people need time to step back from something and process it before they jump into a huge decision, such as buying a home. If you're on the seller side, is your agent telling you, take this offer now, it's going to be the best one you're going to get? Or are they asking you questions about, well, how do you feel about this offer? What are your concerns about it? Would you be okay if you passed on this offer and you didn't get another one? An agent needs to be your ally in this process and not selling you on what this other client is wanting. They should be asking you, what are you wanting? And that leads us to a third thing. Do they have your best interests at heart? If your real estate agent has your best interests at heart, then they will be asking you the questions and not telling you the answers. Instead of expending their energy trying to talk you into a decision, your agent should be using their time to gather information for you in order to give it to you and let you make your own decision. Now, there may be times when your agent may be coming off as a salesman and not your ally, and that may not necessarily be because that they are trying to push you into something. There may be a communication gap. So take the time, step back from everything, and say to your agent how you're feeling. That may be just enough to get them to stop and say, well, I'm sorry, I didn't understand that you felt that way. I didn't know that you had these concerns. So let's pump the brakes a little bit and think about this. The main thing to remember is that you control this process. Your agent is the facilitator within that process to help you achieve the goals that you are trying to achieve. So I hope this was helpful on understanding the client-agent relationship and your power that you have in it. Please remember to subscribe to my channel, press the little like button that should be right there. Get out there, remember to keep whipping your agent into shape, and keep on keeping on. I'm trying to make that my tagline, so we'll see how that goes. Peace. 2 fingers.